Have you ever thought about buying the latest, the greatest little bit of technology? Everybody's got one in some form or another. So you finally give in and you go online to see which brand, which model it is you like the best. And you figure the reviews are really going to help out. There's hundreds of thousands of these things being sold all over the country. And when you go online, you find 20 reviews and 10 of them are bad. So that's just a bit of an example of what I wanted to talk about today. Is it the 10 people that didn't like the product that you should be listening to? Maybe it's the 10 people that really did like it that you should listen to. But what about the thousands of people that aren't saying anything? What does that really mean if they don't say anything? Personally, I think if they were super unhappy, you'd be hearing about it a little bit more. I think typically you hear more from the people that are really unhappy than you hear from the people that are very happy with a product or a service. If you look at things like restaurant reviews, I tend to take those with a grain of salt because I figure people that are unhappy are way more likely to comment than the people that are happy. So maybe that vocal minority that's telling you that the food and the service really stunk aren't really presenting the honest story. They're just a little pickier and maybe a little more opinionated than some of the other people are. Now you find the same dynamic of the vocal minority versus the silent majority in a lot of places besides just product reviews, restaurant reviews. Of course, it's quite prevalent in politics, but what I'm talking about is right here on YouTube, and how does this affect my decision making as a YouTube video creator? And of course, the place I'm most concerned with that is right here in the blacksmith shop when I'm making videos for the Black Bear Forge channel. Now right here on YouTube, there are lots of different ways to try and gather information about what kind of videos people really want to watch. One of the easiest things to do is to read the comments and see what people are actually asking for. Well, that's a valuable source of information, and I truly value the input from people who are offering reasonable suggestions and have good ideas about what they would like to see in videos and what maybe they don't like so much about videos. It is a very small number of the total viewers, but they are my true fans. They are the people that are here video after video, and I see the same names in the comment section over and over again. So these are the people that have been with me for quite some time, and even though they are an extremely small minority of my overall viewers, their opinion still matters quite a bit. But they're certainly not the entire story. When you look at a YouTube video, some of my videos are getting about 10,000 views in the first month. And out of 10,000 views, there may only be 100 or 200 comments, and only 20 or 30 might have an opinion one way or an opinion the other way. So it's really a small group of people. But what do those other 10,000 people think? Now, if you look at the people that give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that might give you some sort of a clue what people think, and it really is a little bit discouraging when you're looking at a video and you say, oh, 20 people didn't like this video, what did I do wrong? But hold on just a second, 300 people liked the video, and that's a much bigger number. Those 20 people that didn't like the video, that's 1.5% of the people that took the time to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if you assume that people are more likely to let you know when they're unhappy than they are when they're happy, 1.5% is a negligible number, especially if you compare that to perhaps 10,000 people actually watching the video. So if you're a YouTube creator and you're making videos, try not to get discouraged when people give you a thumbs down, because it's a really small percentage of your overall viewers, and some people just feel like videos shouldn't get all positive reviews, so they just give a thumbs down because they think it's cute. Matter of fact, just about every video I make gets a downvote at about the same time of day, so I think it's the same person that just thinks it's kind of fun to just give it a thumbs down just on principle alone. So if you have a few hundred people that are doing the thumbs up, thumbs down thing, and maybe you got a few hundred people that are commenting, and you got a consensus of 20 or 30 votes one way or the other, what is it that the other nearly 10,000 people actually think of your videos? How do you figure that out? Now, one thing that I have done before here in the blacksmith shop is actually do a long video edit and a short video edit of the exact same video, and then I ask people, what do you think? Do you like the long edit? Do you like the short edit? Overwhelmingly, the vocal minority liked the long edit. They wanted longer videos, they wanted more detailed videos, they really liked seeing more forge work going on in the shop. Unfortunately, the silent majority seemed to like the short video a little bit better. It had more views, but it also had better audience retention. Now, audience retention just simply refers to how long do people watch the video. If you make a 10-minute video and people watch for 5 minutes, that's 50% audience retention. So if you make a 20-minute video and people watch for 12 minutes, that's 60%. In the scenario of the long edit versus the short edit, it was something like a 30-minute video versus a 15-minute video. I don't remember the exact details. So 50% would be 7.5 minutes for the short one or 15 minutes for the long one. Unfortunately, the long one got about 12 minutes, so less than 50% audience retention. But the short video is getting something like an average of 9 minutes per viewer or something like that. So that was over 50%. And that audience retention is a key metric when it comes to YouTube and whether or not YouTube is going to recommend your videos. Face it, YouTube is in the business of getting people to watch videos. So the more video you watch, the better that is for YouTube, the better that is for me as a creator. And they like over 50%. So if I can come up with a video format that routinely gets over 50%, even 75 or 80%, then my channel is going to do a lot better than it does when it only gets 40 or 45%. And in that scenario, as I recall, the shorter video actually ended up with more total watch time, both because it had a higher audience retention, but it also received more views because more people clicked on and watched the short video than they did the long video, even though they were the exact same subject matter, and even though the people commenting liked the longer video. Now, as I move around looking for interesting places to take this video that's really all talk and hopefully give you some interesting background to look at, I actually saw a bear roaming off through the grass. It was probably right up here by the sheep wagon when I first started coming down from the shop. I tried to get a video of him. I don't know if you can see him. I'm using a wide-angle lens and he was quite far away, so it's not going to be very clear, but hopefully I was able to zoom in there a little bit and you got to see what the bear looked like. Now I got to remember what I was talking about. Oh yes, I was talking about YouTube metrics and deciding whose opinion really matters. Besides audience retention and total watch time, the other thing YouTube looks at is click-through rate. And that has a lot less to do with the actual way I make videos, whether they're long videos, whether I talk too much or don't talk at all. It has to do much more with titles and thumbnails. And sometimes you see these titles and thumbnails that are just outrageous, or they've got some image that just is hard to believe. So you just click on the video to watch it, and it has nothing whatsoever to do with the video. They call that clickbait. That's not a good thing because that means bad audience retention. People get tired of your video and tune out really quick. Between those three key metrics, though, I have to try and figure out what the majority of people watching my videos really want. What makes them click on a video? Is one style of thumbnail more likely to bring in more viewers? Is a different way of wording a title more likely to bring in more viewers? Now, based on that one example I gave of a long edit and a short edit, obviously the total time of the video has some impact on whether people will click on a video or not click on a video. Because a lot of times people just don't want to watch a long video. They just want little bites here and there of different things in their evening. And I get that, I do that too. A lot of times when I'm just looking for random things in the evening, I'm not looking to stay up for an extra half an hour or an hour watching videos. I just want to watch another 5 minutes of something that kind of brightens my day. But after that, then of course it's watch time and audience retention. And to try and improve those things, I got to be a little bit of a mind reader on what that overwhelming silent majority is really looking for. But even doing so, I don't ignore the vocal minority. I'm not going to ignore those people that have been watching videos for years, the people who comment on video after video. They're always there. I've heard that referred to as true fans, and they said that it's better to have 1,000 true fans than 100,000 mediocre fans. And I think that is absolutely true. So in the long run, I kind of tend to go the way the people that have been there the whole time, the people that I know are going to be here next year, I tend to value their opinion a little bit more than I value the YouTube statistics, but I can't completely ignore the YouTube statistics. So right now over on the blacksmithing channel, the way I'm approaching this is I'm just making some videos where I don't talk during the forging process. Maybe even a few videos where I don't talk at all during the video, just to see if they attract more viewers, just to see what kind of comments I get. Do I get more likes? Do I get a better click-through rate on those videos? And I'll probably just do that for another 3 or 4 videos. Then we'll see what happens and what decision I come up with. I'm sure somewhere in there I'll find a style that suits me. But part of the reason I look at this isn't just trying to improve the channel, it's the realization that, quite honestly, most of the videos I make aren't the kind of video I want to watch. When it comes to blacksmithing videos anyways, I tend to prefer the videos that don't have as much talk or as much explanation. I just want to watch somebody work, and I can learn a huge amount just seeing what tool they picked up, how they use that tool, and what the finished product looks like. All of the information you need about that process is locked in that video, and they really don't have to explain it. But that also comes with experience in blacksmithing. If you're new to blacksmithing, you probably need that explanation. And my channel is certainly geared a little bit more towards the new blacksmith than it is for the experienced blacksmith. Now, of course, I don't just watch blacksmithing videos on YouTube. I like to watch lots of other videos, and I watch lots of vlog-style videos where the people really are just talking about their day and how things went. And maybe there's a little bit of something like this that has a underlying theme to the whole video, so there's a point for the video. And it isn't just somebody riding a skateboard or an electric bike or going mountain climbing or something like that. They're generally talking about something. So I really don't mind videos where it's mostly talk. It's just somehow on the blacksmithing videos, that isn't what I enjoy as much. And I tend to watch my own videos more often when I talk less. But speaking of talking, I have probably talked on long enough. That's just some things I was thinking about with regard to whose opinion really matters. Is it that vocal minority? Is it the silent majority? Or do you have to try and figure out what both of those groups are thinking and come to a decision that's somewhere in between? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I do appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Feel free to stick around, watch a few of my other videos, both here and over on the Black Bear Forge channel. But then try to make time in your day to go out and do something fun. Create a YouTube video if nothing else. But do enjoy life, stay healthy, and I will see you for the next one.